Hello everybody. Welcome back to the Metroid Prime Randomizer Mentor Tournament 2024. Today we have JhavA versus Astral, and they have already gotten started. We have, my name is Dreyfos. I'll be commentating for you guys today, along with Rallen. Say hello.
Hey everyone.
And we have Cameron tracking. So this is a interesting preset. We have random start, two-way elevators, 1 to 3 starting items, and I think that's it, but looks like we're starting in Talon right away anyway. Let's see where this lands us. Okay, starting with Morph Ball, and it seems like pretty standard start, so I'm guessing we're going to go to landing site. Mabor Caverns, so Twin Fires to... So, what is it? Talon Canyon. Goes to Twin Fires elevator. Okay. So I'm guessing they're going to go right back to landing site, grab alcove, and then also grab under the ship as well. This is a round 2 match, I think. This is the first round 2 match of the bracket, and we start off with bombs. Okay. And Varia suit, meanwhile, an alcove. Oh boy.
Okay, interesting.
What do you think about this so far?
Yeah, well, we do have the Magmar elevator already, so we're probably supposed to go there.
Yeah, we don't have missiles to go to landing site. Yeah, we don't have missiles to go to Frigate Crash site, so I think we kind of do have to go there.
Yeah, let's see how this is going to play out. I mean, having bombs early is somewhat nice. On the other hand, that also means that space jump can be buried quite deeply.
Yeah.
Which, from a viewer perspective, is probably quite interesting to see.
And you know what else can be buried quite deeply? Missiles.
That is true.
It depends on what elevator we get, but if one of those Magmar elevators sends us to Fen, then or early Fen, then that would be very, very funny. All right, so we'll see what we have right here. Twin Fires. No reason to go left unless we're crazy and we're going to do a B-hop. I don't think we can actually do anything left.
I don't think we can do much there without wave.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought that. Just ignore me. But this is kind of risky. This is kind of unfortunate. We got a lot of hazards, and we only have one E-tank.
Yeah.
We do want that power bomb, though. I don't know if we want to get it now, though. I feel like we should wait. We have the explosives. Or maybe at least make sure we're careful with it.
On the other hand, we do have a short tunnel coming up with an item that we could get while it's not in logic. If it's something useful, might as well get it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Right? I agree with you. I just literally forgot about doing it the intended way. I just assumed they were going to do the jumps instead of bomb jumps. That was 0 for 2 on my analysis so far.
I mean, we're playing randomizer. We're not used to doing stuff the normal way, right? The intended way.
I guess we could get this, but I'd rather they don't. This E-tank in short tunnel.
Probably not worth it just yet. We could go out with bomb jumps, but the E-tank itself does not really do that much right now. I mean, it's still nice to have in Magmar early on, because we take a lot of damage if we take damage.
I'm mostly saying because I don't want to trust the drop system to resupply us for Warrior Shrine. That's my only objection to getting that. If we didn't have Warrior Shrine, then I would say, yeah, I get that right now.
If they are able to make it to Warrior Shrine, which is not necessarily guaranteed. I mean, I follow what I've seen from both runners here are that they are somewhat confident in the execution so far for this tournament. So I wouldn't put it past them to do some of the harder jumps and dashes and stuff. But
they're pretty synced up too. Oh my goodness. And I like this route. I think going to Transport Access North first here rather than going to Warrior Shrine is a better idea. And there's our space jump.
Yep.
Okay, and I also just to scout this upcoming elevator is also nice. So let's see what this is.
Yeah. And no. Okay.
Great Tree Hall Upper. Tree hall upper.
Okay, interesting. That's our option to potentially bar skip into stuff if we want to go into mines. Once we get ice.
Yep.
But yeah. Now with Space Jump, Warrior Shrine.
Yeah.
2 checks that we can grab here. 1 in Logic. 1 we're not supposed to get yet, or
Both in Logic.
maybe we are supposed to get them because that's main power bomb.
All right.
So we likely have something else here.
Not necessarily, but no missile launcher. Okay, that's fine.
Launcher.
This logic change is kind of funny.
Okay.
I kind of want them to go. Okay, yeah, get the A tank. I agree with that. I kind of want them to now go straight to Lava Lake and figure out that elevator. And see what it is.
That's a reasonable path to make. We got.
Or you could do the discipline play and go back to Talon, but I don't like that.
I mean, you get a save station close to Lava Lake anyway, which puts you close to Talon then anyway again. So I don't know. There's 3 checks that we can grab going over there at least.
Yeah, and the elevator, which is
and
not
the
important.
Elevator, which is nice information. So I probably.
I think we're tunnel visioning a little bit here on discipline with JhavA. Like, I will do the discipline play. I would just get hints immediately. But I think in this case, it is not ideal. In the meantime, Astral electing to move forward, I would still get that. The more power bombs, the better.
Yeah, sure. Like, I've been to mines with 5 power bombs, and they still felt not like they were enough. They were, but you can never have enough power bombs. They're just so useful.
The amount of power bomb blocks is actually not that many, and there's plenty of opportunities for refills. It's just that then when you start to getting clearing Metroids and stuff, storage cavern was our first artifact.
First artifact. Oh, we're going for frigate crash site.
Yes, the cyborg bounty hunter, indeed. I don't mind the missile expansion. Normally you're bummed out about Frigate Crash not having nothing, but that's okay. We don't have that many missiles.
Yeah, it literally doubled our missile count, so could be worse.
If we had a better drop system, that means we could do refills quite consistently.
That's Ice Beam over here at Lava Lake, so yeah. Astral already getting rewarded for going over here.
And now when we do Frigate Crash Light, we can do the climb and check Overgrown Cavern. And maybe even move deeper, so... Yeah, it seems like JhavA's getting punished for tunnel visioning hints, we think. Yeah, it is. The new logic, I don't know when the new logic was introduced. It opens up Frigate Crash Light climb.
Yeah.
Which opens up another elevator, which in intended game, or like without random elevators, would give us access to Far Chozo, which is quite significant, considering we have bombs. But, for now, let's see what we have here.
Quarantine Cave.
Quarantine Cave. So what was that?
Far
Burning Trail? I don't know how to spell quarantine.
I mean, even if the Frigate Crash site climb wouldn't be in logic, given that we have found the upper tree hall elevator already, the ice there will give us already something to do. Shout out to PCA having an artifact again, as usual in this tournament. Couldn't quite catch all of them.
I think I got Vault, PCA, Research Core, Crossway, Tower of Light, and Storage Cavern.
Yeah, Vault I got. PCA definitely.
I'm not sure if it was Research Core or Research something. I'm just going to put Research something.
Chat agrees with Research Core, so.
Okay, Research Core, okay.
Not too bad. I mean, we knew about Storage Cavern from Astral already.
And here are elevators so far.
Tower of Light. Okay.
Actually, I'll put Lava Lake because more people know what Lava Lake is rather than Burning Drill.
Yeah. Astral going for the synths now. JhavA moving on to Root Cave. Like we will getting check of the upper Root Cave checks here with the dash. So we'll also probably get to see our chamber here. I'm pretty sure both of these runners are very well familiar with that out of bounds. It is one of the easiest to do.
Yeah, it's probably like the easiest. Yeah. Just a couple jumps.
We do have another power bomb expansion.
We take those.
Yeah.
Now, JhavA hasn't found any progression though. So they're gonna have to go back to Lava Lake, I think.
Oh, there's the elevator down here if we don't know what
That's
it leads
true.
to yet. So
I forgot. Let me get that ready. Root Cave.
it definitely looks for now that Astral moving on and getting the dice beam is giving them a good advantage here in the early seed.
But let's see if Harbor Chamber ruins the party and throws a curveball. The question is, did Astral do Root Cave though?
Not yet. I think.
This is not the smoothest of routing. Do they turn around here? Okay, they're doing the climb. I would have liked to see them do Root Cave first, get the elevator info, and then decide from there whether or not they want to go to Frigate Crash Site.
I mean, on the other hand, you get one item here, get the elevator check for information, and then can turn around if you don't want to continue anyway, which is maybe not that unlikely, given that we don't have that much beams yet.
JhavA, in the meantime, has to reload this room. Okay. E-tank, why not?
E-tank. I mean, you take it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what Root Cave has. Or Transport Tunnel B?
Yeah.
I always forget this room.
Nothing in Overgrown Cavern. The same missiles in Transport Tunnel B, so both picking up a missile and checking an elevator.
Reflecting pool.
Reflecting pool.
I didn't see which side it was.
I'm not too sure. Oh, the PCC elevator here on Overgrown Cavern side.
PPC?
Yep.
And the ice beam here, we can actually do some stuff in here.
We should be able to go all the way towards Central Dynamo, if I recall that correctly.
Yes.
We can't go up though.
Yeah, we can't go back up. We can't go to Boombox, which actually is somewhat significant. If you guys missed the weekly, that was I think yesterday. It was incredible. Highly recommended you guys watch it.
Oh,
it had random elevators as well, but it had higher logic. It was hard. It was a hard preset. Now, Astral doesn't know that reflecting pool is also in logic here. Because they didn't do root cave. So
Yeah.
they might have tunnel visioned this ice beam here. Because that sometimes happens.
Ah.
Runners will be like, if I have ice beam, that means go this way because it has to have logic, but not necessarily. Reflecting pool is an option now that we know that.
Yeah, there is quite a lot of options that we do have available. There is that root cave elevator, the upper one, that not root cave, Great Tree Hall,
Yep, that's also
whatever
an
that's
option.
called, elevator. That's
We don't have
available with
X-ray or spider, but I think the climb up to Life Grove. Ooh, boost?
That boost.
Okay.
Yeah, Life Grove I'm pretty sure is in logic without spider, so we just need boost, which we are about to pick up here in Astral to actually do Life Grove.
And the lava lake elevator is a dead end. We don't have wave beam. Well, we have ice beam to check. We have ice beam to check transport access, which, if you paid attention to the other race, is also significant. But we don't have plasma to actually get the item.
Okay, now
What was in
what
Central
I'm
Dono?
wondering a bit about is we are not quite in logic yet, I believe, for this boost ball, because we could go back out the way we came, but we cannot leave PPC in logic right now. I think
Logically requires spider wall, correct?
Yeah, on the weekly settings.
Yeah. On beginner settings, that climb is a little tricky and annoying.
So, yeah, this boost ball is not supposed to be found just now, because save resets are not considered by the logic.
I would like to see Astral at least check MQA. There's Ice Beam for JhavA.
Maybe Astral is making a save here, so
Yeah.
in case of just taking too much damage, or maybe getting power bombs back. Although, maybe you should have farmed first and then save.
Well, the save warp gives us, we can go to the ship if we really need it, and it's on the way to Rue Cave. I guess we can detour for it. Now, routing differences in the early game might point different players towards different things. So now JhavA knows that Reflecting Pool is also in logic as well as Frigate Crash Site, whereas Astral does not. So we'll see here. So yeah, off to Quarantine Cave, we can't do anything with this. I guess we could go peek the item, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. I think that's okay. But it is a long peak because you have to take two elevators, which takes like 40 seconds.
Two elevators. Yeah, two elevators is a long time. Information can be quite powerful though, so it's more up to preference which you want to do here. Like if you can spot something like spider in there, shout out to yesterday's weekly.
Yeah.
And know about that you need plasma for that. You can gain quite an advantage having that information alone if you find plasma somewhere in between stuff.
And that's right, we can't check MQA because that's a wave door. I always forget about the redundant doors. So, in the meantime, Astral doing the Rue Cave now, and it seems like JhavA is going to now actualize this. So they're going there at about the same time, and it looks like JhavA skipping Frigate Crash Site climb, which seems like a heads-up play now. It is a risk, but they can always come back to it. So yeah, Astral now understands logic. I think we're expected to go this way. Because PPC is non-logic.
Astral did not do upper root cave though, right? just decided to just go straight down here or
Yeah,
get a complete
seems like it.
So yeah, might be something to remember for later that Astral has not done this checks yet, so that could influence decisions maybe on her later routing.
Meow, reflecting pool save goes to where? Talon Overworld something? I missed it.
I also completely missed it. We have a second chance on Astral side though.
Yeah. Talon Overworld South something, Great Tree Hall lower.
Yeah, Great Tree Hall lower. So upper Mines access. No. Yeah. Oh. Frigate access. Reverse. Oh, that's our way to the other loop around and to life grow for Astral here. Can just open bars with boost ball now. Very
right.
easy.
Still isn't in logic though. Because it assumes, I'm guessing, yeah, because it assumes the PPC clan. So,
Would be too surprised to see Spider maybe pop up soon here on JhavA's side.
yeah. Unless Wave shows up and then we go to Quarantine Cave and do stuff there.
I
You
mean,
can go
we
in
do
for
have a
fun.
lot open in show though.
Yeah.
Can pick up the Crossway artifact.
Not in logic yet, but I doubt that'll be an issue. Start was Transport Tunnel A, I think. The one that the Fen Canyon one. I think that's Transport Tunnel A. Let me check. In the meantime, JhavA second artifact. And Astral's going to be going into Life Grove. I'm gonna clarify that for you guys. What the room is called.
Oh, is that? Was that a
It
beam
is
up there or?
It is Transport Tunnel A. Our starting location is Transport Tunnel A.
I'm never too sure on beacon stuff, and the restream quality is not that great. Looked like some kind of beam in upper furnace, but could very well be an E-tank.
I'm gonna open up the vault.
Or nothing. And I completely blanked on what was in Live Grove, but didn't seem like there was something too exciting there.
I saw a bunch of missiles. That's... That looks like a beam, yeah. Let me double check that. Maybe wave beam?
Was my
Maybe
first
wave beam or a visor.
Yeah, Visor could be an option. Wave beam was my first instinct, but again, quality on the commentary stream here not the greatest, so it's easy to misidentify stuff here.
Kind of looked like wave beam to me. It was kind of kind of looked like electricity. Plasma looks like a ball. So we have two things locked by Spider. We have boost and Well, maybe not necessarily. Well, MQA, to get out of lower mines, you'd have to go through MQA, which requires Spider Ball.
Yeah, to get out of lower mines, you need Spider either way.
Yeah.
Or logically, at least. I'm sure RNS would not be that particularly bothered without Spider, but the logic would expect you to have it before you have to get that boost ball.
Alright, Gathering Hall, what do we have? Ice Spreader, we'll take it.
Oh. And another Power Bomb expansion. Have we found all of them already? Or are we missing one? Astral is on 6. E-Tank here in Upper Watery Hall.
Yeah, I think it's
JhavA on
8 out of 8.
7.
So we're just missing one. So right now I'd say JhavA is a little behind, mostly because that boost ball is... they're not going to have access, they haven't figured out that the boost ball is available. They haven't even done friggin' Crash Site Climb. Meanwhile, Astral hasn't done Upper Root Cave, but that's not a big deal because it's always along the way to another elevator.
And there was nothing there anyway that was required, so Astral wouldn't lose anything from never going there.
That is a way to do Crossway. It's not the best one, but it is a way that seems pretty consistent rather than trying to get the slot in while jumping. I'm not sure I don't think I would have minded if they skipped it because we can always come back here later. And now they get the news that that's a beam. You can't get it unless you want to do the goofy bomb jump, which is not in logic. So Spider Ball is required for this.
Yeah, and with the ghosts, you maybe don't want to attempt that, even if you were able to do it.
Mm. So right now it seems like JhavA's ahead, but pretty sure Astral is also quite comfortable with the things that they found. Alright, let's check the tree.
I think that's nothing on the grapple edge.
Spider Ball in the tree. Okay.
So we're looking for supers.
Again. Again. Spider locked by supers. Okay.
Well, it's an artifact here for JhavA.
And also being able to check the elevator, which is nice. This is the whatchamacallits? Sun Tower elevator. Yeah, doing backwards hive loop. It's fine too. I kind of like doing the hive loop backwards more than forward.
I mean, you check the elevator here to find out where it leads, and then probably do the loop because there's quite a few items that are still here. The entire shrine that is not checked yet.
1, 2, 3. Okay, a lot. Magware workstation something. I don't know if that was a save or the one that's traditionally goes to phase on mines.
I didn't catch it either. I'm not too good on those. So does not really matter too much for. Well, no. Does it?
One is locked by wave, one is locked by
Yeah.
ice, I believe.
Right. I was thinking where the wave door but there was a wave door towards the safe station one, right? So that's only the
Gallery tunnel? Oh, okay.
There are supers.
We are now in logic completely.
So yeah, not having that boost ball might actually not turn out to be that bad for JhavA here, as they could reasonably just get it on their way to OP and don't need it or won't need it for anything.
Did Astral forget Furnace? I thought they checked Furnace. Okay. Okay, so this law unlocks that beam up top. I would like to see JhavA go check the front Chozo elevator first before doing this, but that's a nitpick. Maybe they just want to go back to that elevator anyway to go to Tower of Light if it is wave beam. If it is plasma, then I disagree with this. If it is wave beam, then this is fine.
Yeah, if it is wave, which again was my first instinct, then you want to have that for Tower of Light anyway because there's an artifact there. So if you have to come back to here anyway, no need to check the elevator right now. Pick the artifact first. Ice Spreader for Astral.
Now, do we want to take that Sun Tower elevator to workstation to find out what the other workstation elevator is? If we do we also do plant? Because we have the spider, we have the supers. Plant is in logic completely, I think.
Yeah. Plant is absolutely in logic. It's a tough situation because we have not checked anything in Fen yet, but with Wave and Ice we have quite a lot open.
I'm always a big advocate for using Flagra as a connector because Flagra is a much faster boss fight than we give it credit for. Especially considering we have supers now, we can also do ghosts. And I always say this mostly because sometimes I feel like runners don't realize how long some of the checks they do are. Like, for example, if you take the elevator down to Overgrown Cavern, just to check Overgrown Cavern, that's like a good minute check. Just for that, just because of the elevators. And I think Flagra is not, and if you're okay with that, then I don't think Flagra is nearly as bad as people make it out to be. But at the same time, it is still a long check, and there are plenty of others to do, so...
We have pretty much the upper mines open to us now.
A lot of options.
A lot of
options. I'm not even sure how I would route this, honestly.
I mean, probably do what JhavA is doing right now, grab that supposed wave beam, go to Tower of Light to pick the artifact and see from there if you got more information after the elevator there.
Check the elevator as well in main plaza.
Yeah. It's 4 items there with Rune Shrine and the Tower Chamber. And the elevator check, and depending on where it leads, you might either take it or if it leads to you to somewhere you don't want to go right now, then maybe do Flagra and take the Sun Tower elevator.
Now, if JhavA struggles with this law, we can still do this intended. We have the power bombs. Oh, we don't have boost. Ooh.
Yeah, JhavA does not have boost.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it
Astral going to Shrine, though, early.
Better idea for JhavA here to maybe get rid of the ghost. Oh, that's on there now. There we go.
I don't know if JhavA went to Shrine.
Nope.
There's Wave Beam.
With
Okay, I like
that wave
that by
location
JhavA.
and knowing the Tower of Light, it's an artifact. So you need to come back with wave anyway. I definitely agree with not checking shrine here.
Yeah, I agree.
You come back later. You basically turn around from here and do it now with Tower of Light. So Astral, unfortunately, will have to do this way to the shrine and back 2 times, which is not much of a time loss, but
Yeah.
it is not as efficient in routing as JhavA
Yeah.
is going to do here.
So far, solid routing from both players. I would say nitpicks at best
Yep.
in terms of routing. Each doing their own. JhavA started off with I think the first issue, and then I think Astral has made a few mistakes as well. But otherwise, pretty good, right?
I mean, Astral's problem here was probably or deciding to start with Rune Shrine and doing the Hive Totem loop the normal way, which with the Super's location just works out better for JhavA doing it the other way around.
I also just think it's actually just slower because you have to do the morph ball navigation upwards rather than downwards for the reverse loop. In the meantime, Super Missile and Wave Buster in the same room.
Yeah.
Good news for validation enjoyers. We will have a pretty full tracker, and I myself am a validation enjoyer. Okay, so from Tower of Light, I think the immediate play is to go check that elevator, but after that, I'm not really sure. There are so many options. Like a billion options. I kind of don't want to go to Mines without Plasma, but I also kind of don't want to go to Fen without Plasma. So,
I mean,
I don't
Fen
know.
has a lot of checks open with what we have, and Mines we don't really have much else we can do. I mean, JhavA wasn't in there, so does not know that there's
We can do
no
everything
X-rays to
other
be
than the
found.
2 Plasma checks in Upper
Yeah.
Mines. That's also a lot of checks, and we can get access to the elevator there. Whereas, so I don't know. I really don't know which one I'd route here. I feel like the principal play here that makes sense in my head would be to do Fen. Because we can at least look at the plasma checks. We can't get them. Whereas in Mines, we just will not know what is in Storage Depot B, or excuse me, what is in Storage Depot A. Boost was in Venshaft. So we are fully in logic. Astral now knows that. JhavA doesn't know about the boost ball. Okay, so how does Astral route this? I'm pretty sure they're going to route this the same. I don't see a reason why not to go back to that, why not to go back to Tower of Light to grab that artifact after seeing Wave Beam? What I would maybe a nitpick here is maybe they check that elevator first before going back to Wave Beam, and just in case it routes nicely back here, like maybe we can come back to Tower of Light here later. But that's a big if, and that's mostly an optimization. This is just the discipline play. Go grab Wave Beam and then go Tower of Light and then find the elevator. I'm fine with this as well. Ooh, we can also, if we're comfortable with the Magma Pool dash, we can go there as well.
Yeah. Not a logic without grapple, but that's
Yeah.
with Astral having Spider and Boost, all 3 checks available there. So would be an option to do. Might not be inclined to do it right now. Again, there's a lot of other stuff open, and we're not looking for that much more necessarily. But we are also just a grapple away from our magma pool and training chamber being actually completely in logic. Yeah. We have a lot of options where that grapple could just hang around.
Now, I think we do want to go to Fen, actually, now that I looked at it. artifacts: Vault, PCA, Research Core, Crossway, Tower of Light. We only have Research Core and Tower and PCA left, so I kind of think like going to Fen actually is probably just the correct decision, just to get that Research Core artifact.
Yeah,
Workstation, save station. Okay.
I mean, we do have the quarantine cave elevators somewhere if we can reach it, so we could just, if we want to, start out with backward labs. It's a weird decision if you want to actually do Farfen first, because we don't have plasma. So if X-ray is an storage cave, that could actually be very, very bad for you. On the other hand, that's just a single check at that point.
Our only access to Fen is through Quarantine Cave, and that's at Lava Lake.
That's not quite out of the way, actually. But maybe we do have the other Fen elevator somewhere. Reachable.
So we've seen all 4 of the Talon elevators. Canyon, Root Cave, Overrun Cavern, Lower Great Tree Hall, Upper Great Tree Hall. We've seen all 4 of the Magmore elevators. The only elevators I think we're missing is
Mines to Fen, front Fen?
Front Fen. I think that's the only one that's possible, unless someone in chat can let me know.
Sounds correct. I do agree. I think we have seen all other elevators.
So 9 elevators. 9 elevator connections. I'm just going to write that down.
Huh. Which, honestly... Huh. Maybe then just start at labs. Do reverse labs, do front Fen leading into mines, and hope that plasma and X-ray are somewhere in the 20 checks that nets you that there.
Yeah, I kind of like that route. That route's kind of smoothly because we know that's, again, I'm assuming that they understand that the only remaining elevator has to be shorelines to quarry. Oh no, I was about to say frigate cargo freight lift we could do, but we don't have thermal, so never mind. It's not logic.
JhavA has not checked the overgrown cavern.
Yeah, so now they're going to go to
Does not know
PCA.
about the elevator, so...
Yeah, so they don't know that Fen shorelines goes to main quarry.
But for JhavA, that now opens up the possibility to just do lower mines, or just do mines route upwards and that into front Fen. So, question is, will JhavA decide to go down first to a central dynamo, not having boost ball, which would theoretically force you to either get out without boost or be forced to save up there. Which, luckily this time the boost ball is actually in Ventshaft, so you can get out that way. With scanning from above. You don't know how to do it otherwise.
So, if I'm reading this correctly, both early Chozo elevators lead to workstation. Here's the complete list of elevators. I've just reorganized them based on world order to the best of my ability. Now, Astral going into here, I guess to just check workstation?
I mean, it is a check, and if you are here, you can just make your
Do
way
plasma processing.
through Magmar, check. Yeah, look at plasma processing if you want to. It can be plasma.
Vent shaft was not logically point of no return. Not technically, no. I don't believe so. Actually, yes, I guess. Yeah. Because you would get boost and it would expect you to boost back out. Yeah, okay.
It
That's my
depends
mistake.
on where X-ray and plasma show up, so you could
Yeah.
just go out through OP.
But I think we've
So-
checked everything so far, except Fen.
Which I don't think does require boost as of yet for anything that we
And we're
know.
going to be doing
And,
backwards Fen.
yeah,
Or backwards labs, so that doesn't require boost.
so technically boosts is not really required this seed, except for if plasma is up here.
So I like this play if Astral goes towards Lava Lake and takes the elevator to Fen. I don't like it if they go back to Talon. I don't know, to go to Upper Root Cave. I guess maybe it's a detour. But
I mean, Upper Root Cave only could have phase on Astral at this point, because the only two things we are missing are plasma and the upper one. Or no,
correct.
Root Cave could have plasma, but Arbor Chamber could. No.
It can't have grapple either. Could have gravity or thermal. But yeah. Or flamethrower. But yeah.
Neither of that would be, or none of that would be required for X-ray or plasma at that point.
Yeah. None of it would be really helpful to us, like, completing the game. Yeah. Because, yes. Talking is hard. But yeah, Vent Shaft was logically point of no return, but I don't think anybody thinks of it that way because you have the save station. So, I'm guessing JhavA doesn't want to take the save station, which is why they elected not to do the point of no return.
Yeah,
But that does have some consequence.
That is the problem. Because you don't have boost, once you go down when Shaft to Central Dynamo, you are forced to save warp, and that means you have to take a long trip back to Upper Mines if you want to do the other checks, which is quite a bit more
Not
than
necessarily,
just
actually.
the two.
Like, default, it's yes, but with our two-way elevators, we have access to PPC and Overgrown Cavern. So it's not horrendous.
It's not that far away.
Yeah. All right, so we're giving up on the climb. That last spot where you climb on and land on the spider track on the top side of it is kind of tricky. Pretty easy to slide off.
Yeah.
And Astral making the way towards Fen. Okay, good. I like this routing.
And Astral should know that. Well, I'm pretty sure Astral knows that this leads then back. Or the front fan elevator would lead Astral back to Mines to be able to go to P at the end. So yeah, this works just really, really well. Takes a bit of time to get there, but once you get there, we get a lot of checks. Probably health refill still safe here. We are on only 4 E-tanks. Astral only had one of them filled up.
So we are in an X-ray and plasma hunt. In terms of progression, in terms of checks, things that could lock us right on: grapple beam for training chamber, gravity for frigate, and thermal for frigate as well. And then Fen, we just have a lot of locks all over the place. Plasma, plasma, thermal. I don't think we have any X-ray locks in Fen. No, we don't.
No.
So JhavA's going to be losing a lot of time even if they find something here, because Astral is going to route smoothly into this and going to do this downwards.
Yep.
And they might even find grapple along the way with the plethora of checks that they have. Do they do Farfen here? It is an X-ray hunt.
That will depend on what they want to do. Looks like Astral at least wants to check for Fan. If Plasma is not here, you have to leave behind the storage cave, but that's a single check that cannot have your Plasma. So it's basically only bad if it's... Well, the worst would be if that is X-ray. If it's phase on, that's maybe whatever. Because you can get the hint at least for that, which is in this mod not the smoothest thing to do. But I would say if it's X-ray, it would probably be actually worse for Astral, because you won't get back to storage cave at that point unless you last location it.
Now, does JhavA, after clearing up her mines, go do vent shaft? Or do they go back up to that Fen elevator?
Would assume... Oh, Plasma here in upper mines.
That's a nice place to find it too. We still need X-ray, so this isn't an obvious advantage, or like a complete disaster for Astral. They still have a pretty nice route into mines, and they're eventually going to find this plasma. Yeah. That does mean that if they do find something in front Fen that's ice-locked, they will have the opportunity to turn around quite quickly and get it. And there's our X-ray, never mind. Oh boy.
Was that X-ray, or was that thermal? I couldn't fully see the color. It was a visor.
It was a visor, definitely. I'm going to check the VOD just to confirm. Okay, the VOD needs to update. I'll wait a little bit.
Chat is telling it's X-rays, and they do have the better look at them most of the time, so...
Yeah. I will confirm, just in case. But this is quite nice for JhavA. Now, the awkward thing is routing into Fen here is going to be a little weird. Our closest elevator to Fen that isn't in mines is Lava Lake Quarantine Cave. So we can, after killing OP, save warp to... Yeah, save warp back to Talon Cannon. Then go to Twin Fires, go to... go to Twin Fires, go to Lava Lake, go to Quarantine Cave, go backwards through labs. And then save warp after Observatory? At Observatory, excuse me.
What you also could do here is take the upper mines elevator to Fen, get the research core artifact first, and then do the save warp on the mines elevators, or the PPC elevator. Where was that? That was reasonably reachable, right?
What is JhavA looking for here? Just incidental phase on checks? I guess.
Probably. Not? I mean, this could be a way to route back into lower mines.
Yeah, I do want that, but I was just wondering why not just climb the room immediately.
I mean,
Oh, no
Where-
validation. Never mind. Excellent play.
I mean, if you're here in the room, the fight isn't that long, and we still need Phazon, so I agree with just
Yeah.
checking the checks that are on the way. Not go out of your way to do extra checks on the search for Phazon, but if there's checks in the room, I usually say go get them while you do not know where Phazon is.
In the meantime, research core artifact. Unfortunately for Astral, this is like probably the worst place that X-ray and Phazon and Plasma could be.
Yeah.
I think they're now solidly behind, which is really unfortunate. I hope JhavA does. Well, no, they don't have to turn around, do they?
They do. They don't have boost. Well, they don't if they know the man up. And I mean, the man up for the door is actually not that bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, they don't have to turn around. They just need to play a little bit with the spinner here, which JhavA has successfully done already. So. And JhavA
This
has
route's
spider.
pretty cleanly. The only thing that I have a question about is which one's faster, save warping after OP, or going back to Upper Mines and taking the Shorelines elevator. But they don't know it's the Shorelines elevator.
Astral falling.
Hopefully they put it together. They have all the elevators written down and realize that there can only be one left. But
I mean, it is much easier for us here that have two screens to watch on and don't need to focus on playing. We can just watch and put things together.
and Shorelines is quite far away from Quarantine Cave.
Yeah.
Or from Research Core. So it might just be better to save warp completely. And Astral does have to do labs backwards here, and this door is locked. Yep, you have to do things. Man, that's rough. Like X-ray and Plasma being right beside each other, that's just unfortunate. I actually just think Astral routed better, but sometimes that's just the way it works out.
That is random. Just go to where the items are, not where the smoothest route supposedly is.
Well, I think Astral's route was the smoothest and where the items were, and it didn't matter.
Yep.
Random elevators. We have a PCA artifact. JhavA took a route that we think is not as good, but found Plasma and X-ray and is now pretty solidly ahead. Whereas Astral's going to waste a bunch of checks looking for X-ray and Plasma. Yep. These are the elevators and artifacts. And they find boost too, so they're not even gonna have to struggle with Ridley. This route's really smoothly. Boost ball was like one of the first things that Astral found. And we thought it was an advantage, but it was not, as it turns out.
It never was required for anything, and
Crossway.
the fact that yeah, good. Oh, okay.
Oh!
It was, oh.
No.
This is not good. Where was the last save? Oh,
God. No way.
One hit KO?
No way.
Oh. That's so bad. Oh.
Where was the save? Magmore Caverns? Where is this? When was this? Isn't that the Lava Lake one? Oh god.
That
What did we
would be
lose?
quite far back.
No X-ray.
No X-ray,
No plasma. Gravity suit in control tower. Do we have spider ball? Let's see if when they morph. I think we should have spider ball, right? Yeah. If we have wave, we should have spider. Okay.
Yeah, if we have wave, we have spider. So it's actually not that bad. maybe.
But Astral's upcoming on X-ray and Plasma.
Yeah, it takes a bit still, but this definitely gave Astral quite a lot of time back. And one
Here we
factor
got a
that we
race.
cannot rule out just yet is Astral might find phase on here on the way.
That is true, yeah. We thought I just assumed the race was over as soon as Phazon and X-ray were found, but that may not be the case.
I mean,
Might just find Phazon and then JhavA will have to do a bunch of checks in Fen.
with the way this race were going, Phazon would have probably been vanilla anyway, and it wouldn't have mattered much. But it is still a factor that can decide this race.
Okay, so Grapple Beam is found, so at least that's not... I mean, that's like... I guess... Would that be bad news? Because now we know that like grapple locks are available for Phazon Suit.
That's probably the worst thing of that, or the only thing that grapple really does for us right now is put that magma pool back into consideration.
Kind of want Astral a powerbomb here. There's so many dudes around us. Missed one. Okay, but yeah, back to... where are we going actually here? Where does the elevator to PPC? Overgrown Cavern. So JhavA's going to Fen. Huh.
I mean,
do you like that?
you know that is the way to that the upper mines. The way to upper mines is there too. You know where X-ray and Phazon are, so you only are looking for X-ray. You need the research core artifact anyway.
Is that faster to go? Okay. I see what you mean. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to ask experienced runners what they think, because I don't know. Because this, I agree with you, this makes sense. I'm just not sure it's better, and I don't have an intuition for it being
I am
better.
not even nearly experienced yet to have any semblance of knowing what would be faster over what regarding random elevator stuff. The point here is JhavA knows that there is no Phazon in upper mines or anything worthwhile, so there's not much point to doing the checks again right now, unless you need them for checks that you would be doing now, which, I mean, is somewhat possible. Like if Phazon is just in JhavA's temple, for example, you really would like to have the plasma if you go here.
Yeah. But it's not a big return trip either, because of that main core elevator to Shorelines.
If you know where Phazon is, if you can see it while on the way, then JhavA is just in go mode and can basically then just rush all the checks.
If it was thermal in Canyon, I think Astral made a mistake not picking it up. But if it's not, then yeah. I guess I can check the VOD. Why not? I think this is going to play out pretty clear how this is going to play out. Attacking Farfen though. Yeah.
I mean,
oh no, sorry. Excuse me. Nope.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
good.
Yeah. This is the way backwards.
Kind of sparkled, that canyon item, so I don't think that's thermal. And it was kind of moving, and thermal's quite static.
I have no idea. I completely missed it. Does not look like Astral has found something of interest here in Ice Ruins East.
think it's sensible here to do Chapel. We have super missiles for the check.
Yeah. I mean, if you know the peak, then definitely do Chapel. If you don't, then there is reason to say, okay, that's a single check that's available here. I can risk it. There's just the entire upper mines still. I probably would check it anyway, but like if you don't know the peak, I can see reasoning being made for risking it here, not checking it. But looks like Astral knows the peak, so can be X-ray here, can be phase on.
Thermal. That was thermal, I think.
In Canyon or here on Josiah's temple?
Joe's Ice Temple.
Okay, yeah.
That's not a too terrible spot. I don't know if you want to backtrack for that.
I don't think so. Unless you get Plasma right here, which we obviously know Astral won't. Astral only needs to do OP at this point, and then there was nothing on Vanilla Wave Beam, so we don't really have much reason to come back here. And just for thermal, we get X-ray for Essence anyway, because we do need to do OP.
There shouldn't be any need to actually open the map here. Let's see if they know that. They should just like take the elevator immediately and not even think.
That
They're
is,
thinking.
Uh,
That's okay. It doesn't matter. They're going to realize immediately. JhavA save warped.
yeah, that's
Okay.
surprised me a bit.
They don't know that the elevators. Yeah, they're going to frigate crash site. Oof. Okay.
So,
I think Astral has just like the clear advantage here. If it says Fen, if Phazon suit is in Ventrana, that's a disaster. I think that's a complete disaster because Astral's just done so many more checks.
yeah.
Only 2 checks have been done. No, 3. Qmon. I don't think we saw Qmon.
Qmon,
Qmon,
Quarantine
Thardis.
Cave, and Storage Cave, because we
Yeah.
did not have Plasma.
If it says Talon, that's also good news for Astral because they have gravity suits. And they've also done Life Grove, which JhavA has not.
Yeah. So,
And if it's in Phazon mines, then I think Astral also has the advantage. Well, that might be different. I don't know.
if it is in mines, then if JhavA can get there reasonably fast, then this might be a close race. Like there's a few checks that we haven't seen yet. MQA, MQB.
So this is so they are rushing back to mines here, chat. The tunnel, the overgrown cavern elevator is the way to PPC. Astral's going to find Plasma. He's going to be very happy about that.
Yeah. And we will not be finding X-ray immediately after, from the looks of it.
Backtracking for thermal? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, Astral got gravity, so maybe suspecting something. Or did Astral see Phazon somewhere, and we just glossed over it?
Yeah, maybe they saw Phazon somewhere and we just have completely forgotten about it. If that's the case, then that's a disaster for JhavA.
I actually did not see Astron see Stealoa check or Shoreline Stealoa.
Okay, so thermal at least, fine. I think it's a little much, but that's okay.
Like it does save time on Essence, but this is quite a bit out of the way. 2 elevators.
In the meantime, JhavA's going to be skipping a bunch of upper mines checks on their way to X-ray and plasma.
I mean, JhavA did all of the upper mines checks except did all of them. So just can rush back down.
Now let's see where they go. If they go back to mines. Oh!
Is Astral going Thardus here?
No. Please don't save warp. Just save. Please don't save warp.
They save or...
Okay.
Okay.
A very slow pickup, but okay.
So Astral has not found X-ray.
They should find it shortly.
So maybe this is a precaution against X-ray being on Thardus and not finding it in mines. Which then I can somewhat understand.
Yeah, but if you're gonna go fight Thardus, you can grab it on your way to go fight Thardus. In the meantime, JhavA picked up boost before going back to upper mines. Did they see something in elite research? But Astral should find the X-ray right now. Okay, we got a race.
Yeah.
We got a race. Ooh, that is an interesting question. Do these players know how to do OP skip? I think they have the kit that skipping OP is kind of a bit, might not actually be worth it.
I have worked with Astral as a mentor actually, and from what I read, I wouldn't bang on an Astral knowing it, or at least Astral being comfortable with it. I'm pretty sure he knows that it exists. Maybe knows in theory how to do. I'm not sure if he would be race confident. I might be totally off though.
Because they have plasma and supers, and like OP isn't that slow.
Yeah,
I think you mostly do it. I think you mostly do it if you don't have X-ray. You don't do it for speed.
Yeah, I mean, from what I know, Astra, and from talking with them, I would assume Astra would just go do OP because it's just the more consistent way. Most likely to do it fast.
No, if you were a lunatic like Sam, you would probably do the lower mine skip to get to PCA, like the ones where you go out of bounds in elite control, or is it no, not elite control, the other elite room. But you don't need X-ray for that. So,
and if you're a lunatic like that, you probably wouldn't be in the mentor tournament
yes.
in the first place.
Yeah. Or at least shouldn't be. that would be unethical to put you there. All right, plasma beam reacquired. X-ray following shortly. Now Astral's going to do more checks here. Unless grabbing boost ball there was JhavA's way of telling us that that Phazon suit was in elite research.
I mean, JhavA could have seen it. He had X-ray.
Yeah.
I want to say it wasn't, but I couldn't get a good look on it.
Astral has no missiles, though. That's kind of stinky.
That's
for this entire trip, lower mines, that kind of sucks. We're gonna have to fight a one pirate. Then we have Metroids and stuff to deal with. Then we have OP.
I mean, the Metroids you can reasonably ignore for the most part.
Valid.
For OP, there is the missile refill station in MQB.
A lot of people miss that, though.
It's not something that runners or the most people would have on their minds.
Yeah.
But it is there. Uh, Astral has grapple, so even if you don't really know your way there fast, you have to even another way to do the room.
Now, I think this is closer than it seems right now. JhavA's going to pick up X right now. Do they go... I don't think they should go to Elite Research. Actually, is it faster to go through Elite Research? I don't know. It might be faster. They have boost now,
You can
so...
skip the fight, pretty sure. So, as long as you don't get too bullied by the turrets, it might be just faster. Or I'm pretty sure it would be faster if you want to go to lower mines. Given that you can, in a reasonably enough ore processing climb, which JhavA has shown to being able to do at least to get to lower mines.
Okay, so JhavA... Getting Flamethrower. Cultured. Not sure it's the correct decision here. It is a good meme, but I think if you want to win the race... Okay, good. They were just clearing the pirates. Okay. Alright. Yeah, just a missile and Elite Research. Good. Now, if Phazon Suit is in mines, this race is no longer close. If we find Phazon Suit in mines, then it's very close.
Yeah. That's not
Astral's
in
going to do
mines.
some extra checks on upper mines, but I think that's the last one.
That's the last one.
Boombox, actually.
Yeah. Okay. That is technically still a check, but that's like literally on the way. Like,
Yeah. It's a drive-by check.
if you do not do that check, then you do something wrong, or you know that you don't need it.
Now, JhavA did have trouble with this climb. They got it their second time around, but their first time around, they really struggled and lost a lot of time. Let's see if that happens again.
I mean, the first time JhavA was here, JhavA wanted to go all the way to the top, and that's the much more tricky part.
Yeah. I think we already fought this dude, so we don't have to worry about hugging the wall too hard. Oh no, we didn't because the things are up. Okay, and we don't want to fight. We don't want to fight this guy because we don't have any missiles. Oh, down we go. Okay, this is a race.
Yeah, this is allowing JhavA to catch back up here.
I hope Phazon Suit is here because if it isn't, then that would be really rough for JhavA. That'd be really unfortunate. Meanwhile, this room is called Omega Research. Yeah, you can go out of bounds in this room to skip lower mines. This one right here. That's what the latest 21% route does, and it is awesome. Highly recommended to go view that if you guys haven't.
Not sure.
Now we're killing these dudes. Good.
I'm not sure if it would actually be good to do right here, given that we still look for Phazon. And we do not have, at least on Astral side, we do not have that much left. I could have actually seen it maybe on JhavA side, given the depth. Just hope that it's not in the mines. And
Astral has done the maze already, whereas JhavA got reset out. But it doesn't matter because
it does not really matter because you can just bomb your way out. The maze is only required for either getting the item or getting the save station.
Now, JhavA doesn't have that many E-tanks left and doesn't have gravity, so the extra 10% damage reduction is going to make a difference here. And I hope Astral remembers that missile station, because that will cost them a bunch of time if they don't get the extra PBs and missiles.
Or is consistent enough on the plasma 1 cycle on OP at least, which
Yeah.
is possible.
All right. No MQA dash. Fair enough. They're synced up, man. This is such a close race. Oh my god. Checking artifacts now,
Double
not the
checking
time.
artifact.
It is PCA.
Yes,
Yep.
PCA. You are correct, Astral.
In the meantime, JhavA got distracted with the Metroids. What's up here? Missile.
Some missiles for Astral. Fungal Holox is coming up.
Now, again, another wrinkle here. If Phazon suit does show up, Astral does have the thermal visor advantage. JhavA? Oh, okay, good. Whew. Okay, check that. I really do hope Astral remembers the missile station. That would be really helpful in making Omega Pyre faster. Especially just doing the armor plates, just spamming missiles on those is way, way faster than charge beam spam. No grapple beam for JhavA though. That's kind of funny. I'm gonna have to do the slow way around the room. In the meantime, PMT.
Just get it though. This one check is the one we do not need to do.
Yep.
Can do it anyway, but Phazon cannot be there in these settings.
Yeah.
So
Now JhavA might check there just in case like gravity is there or something like that.
that
But-
would be telling stuff.
Yeah.
That's maybe also because no, for Astral it didn't really matter because he has gravity.
Yeah. For Astral the check was redundant, but for JhavA that makes sense to do that check. In the meantime, for these Metroids, I believe Charge Beam Plasma is better. And Astral skipped the missile station. Okay. That's unfortunate.
Astral got a few drops, so if it is MQB here for Phazon suit, he's actually able to get it. So that would be the probably worst thing that could happen here for Astral right now. Being out of missiles and not being able to get Phazon suit right here. Wouldn't be that terrible, but he would have had to backtrack. Or farm.
I didn't see what that was. That was
Not
way
look
too
like
quick.
a suit. Let's see if Astral prepares a super. Apparently not. I wouldn't bother with the Wave Pirates otherwise.
So a few unoptimal things in the clutch, but that's fine. Saving is good. So, does OP have Phazon? If OP does not have Phazon, JhavA's in big trouble. Very, very, very big trouble. If OP has Phazon, then we're okay. But no dying again, no dying again.
I wanted to say JhavA needs to make sure to get to the save station first here.
Okay.
Don't want to die a second time. Like the first death was bad enough already, and
Yeah.
probably might have cost JhavA the race. But the second one would definitely be would be game over.
That extra missile was a again a minor unoptimal thing. In the meantime, oh, gets locked on. I do want OP to have Phazon. BP, I agree with that. That'd be nice. This is one of those cases where it wouldn't be a meme, and it would make this race like not tragic. It would make it close at least. There are signs of pressure, so let's see how this goes. JhavA does have the missiles to do rapid fire, I think. Doesn't get the pirate skip, but I think that's okay. No,
It's absolutely impossible to see the actual missile count for Astral here for me.
0.
Like, I don't think it's... No, is it 0?
Yep, definitely. They burned it all in the armor plates. Okay, they have good health and suits, so those pirates bothering shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, and JhavA is getting bullied hard. It's already down to almost only one E-tank here again.
Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Not again.
Oh,
Gotta
this
take care of the pirates. Gotta take care of the pirates.
gonna be really close.
Oh, but the armor pieces, they got regenerated. Oh no. That's a disaster.
Okay.
Assuming if it's phase
JhavA
on.
got an 100 health drop and gets the one cycle still, even
Oh.
being patrolled, but no phase on.
Astral not punished for the for failing the one cycle. Now JhavA's in big trouble. That phase on suit was not an OP.
It will depend on where it actually is, because if it's not in Fan, this might actually be not bad for JhavA.
If it's in Talon, that's bad for JhavA. If it's in Fens, that's bad for JhavA. And those are the only two places I think it can be. Or Chozo, I guess. Yeah, it could be Chozo. We hope it's
If
Chozo.
it's Chozo, that could be JhavA's out here, because neither of them has done planned.
Yeah.
And if it's Magma Pool, if JhavA knows the dash, then it's not too bad. So Chozo would actually be JhavA's out here for Phasor.
Okay.
If it's
Because
Fen,
if it's if it's Fen, then Astral's in a huge advantage. If it's Talon, then Astral also has an advantage because Astral did Life Grove, but also has gravity and thermal for frigate. Mostly gravity.
depends a bit. If it's Far Fen, if it's Storage Cave specifically, JhavA has not done Far Fen, so I could see JhavA, if it's going to be Fen, starting there. So he would
That's a
be
good point.
doing Frost Cave, or I would assume he would do the normal loop and then start with Frost Cave, but you can see that from above. And basically do not lose any or much if any time over Astral just going to Storage Cave.
That is a good
If
point.
Astral
Yeah.
even starts there.
That is a good point.
I mean, there's Qmon, I guess, which...
I feel like if it's Qmon, Astral might be upset if it's Qmon. Because they could have gotten Qmon with the dash. But they elected not to. They seem to be pretty strict with... Oh, you know what Astral has not checked? Root Cave. That would be funny. I don't think Astral's checked Root Cave.
No,
But we're going straight to Ridley. That's fine. Alright. The dragon. Kind of a cool seed so far, actually. Like I really like this. These random elevators have been pretty cool. I do kind of wish it was Chozo or in Storage Cave. Because if it is, then this race is close. But if not, I don't know. That would be... JhavA doesn't have Grapple Beam. So we're gonna so if it is Qmon, then we're gonna have to see the dash. And I don't think it's too bad. It seems pretty easy if you know just like dashes in general. You just bend the dash forward off Thardus. And if you're comfortable getting like a 30 speed dash, which is not the best dash, but it's okay, then you can bend and get enough speed to cross the gap pretty consistently. And we know grapple beam is somewhere in Fen. I can't remember where. I think it was deeper into mines, maybe, or deeper into labs.
Yeah, it was. I think it was in labs somewhere. I didn't really see it, but it was around there somewhere when you called it out.
I don't know
Okay,
which one of these options is
where
most
it
likely. Let's
is.
find out. Chozo
Shows a
ruins.
ruin.
Oh, it could be training chamber loop, plant, or elder chamber. Yeah, let me write that down. So, plants, ghosts, magma pool, TCA, training chamber, elder chamber. Those are the things we have not checked. I don't believe. I think we've checked everything else.
Yeah, sounds correct.
Now, once again with our elevators, what's the best one to Chozo? Reflecting pool, I believe, from Root Cave. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're going to
That
start with
must be
Elder
the smart
Chamber.
one. Yeah, so this is. There's basically not much options, I'd say.
Upper Dynamo,
Depending.
maybe?
Right, I don't think.
Ooh.
Well, no, no. Well, they could have both checked it, but I don't think I and
I don't think they did.
no one did. Like they had to go back for that wave beam with spiders, so they could have done it, but I
Yeah.
just think both elected to skip it.
I'll put it in the list just in case.
So yeah, you start with Elder Chamber because that's just the fastest to get to on either road. JhavA unfortunately falling. These seconds can matter now.
Yeah. Astral messing up the one cycle on OP is significant here.
That's
Okay.
just an E-tank. I mean, can't take
But
it.
he has been a problem for us, so we're happy to see it. Even if it's after we've already almost died twice, or died once and almost died twice. Huh?
Astral does also have the thermal advantage for Essence.
Where's Astral going? Oopsie, he turned around.
Um,
Okay. Oopsie. Got a little confused there.
Maybe just autopiloting and
I think the unmorph turned them around. That was weird. Both of them did Zoid. I think
both of
they've
them
done the
did
exact same
most.
checks in Chozo.
Yeah, both of them did most of Chozo. Java's route he was slightly more efficient in the grand scheme of things, but
Yeah.
it's in terms of actual checks done, they've done the same things.
Now, if it's training chamber, JhavA doesn't have grapple.
Yeah. So there's the thing. If you are not confident with the dash, we might see JhavA electing to do plant first for ghosts.
And we also can't cop out with the gravity suit jump. So
Now, from what I've seen from both of them, they do seem fairly confident in at least.
Magma Pool is a tough dash,
Jumping.
though. Magma Pool is a very tough one. It's unintuitive. The best way to do it is to actually like have the dash not go straight. You want it to go towards the wall and then bend out away from the wall to get the extra speed. That's what makes it, I think, really consistent. That's the way most higher level runners do it. That's what makes it so consistent for them. But it's kind of unintuitive because you want to go straight. So and even then, it's still a tricky dash. You have to get a good release timing to get the height. Upper Dynamo, nothing. Okay.
Just an E-tank.
Big choice here. Do we go plant or training chamber? Saving, so suggesting training chamber.
Yeah.
Upper Dino clear, Elder Chamber clear. These are our 5 remaining checks. Chat. Training chamber.
This is probably good for JhavA because I'm pretty sure Astral having grapple would just go straight to training chamber 2.
Yeah.
Which does leave JhavA with a good dash still in the lead.
And I think you want to do. I think you want to do plant last. Plant like doesn't route well into training chamber either. All right, here comes the dash. There's a setup for this. You can do this. No. Okay. They were bending forward. They needed to bend backwards.
This might be the lead for Astral here because getting back without gravity does take a lot of time, and Astral can just grapple over. And just like that, Astral has taken back the lead.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing in Magma Pool.
Gets it though. Okay,
On
second
the
try.
second try. Nothing in TCA. Is that training chamber?
Phase on
It
suit.
is.
Okay. We got a race.
Which actually might be somewhat interesting for JhavA here. If JhavA is not confident enough in getting the bash backwards, JhavA has not actually the option of just taking the this tunnel out.
The dash backwards, as long as they have enough HP, they should be okay. And they got the E-tank, so they should be okay. So after this, save warp. Pretty simple. I think just a save warp. I don't think we have to do anything fancy.
Nope.
It is random elevators, but their start position is transport access or transport tunnel A, TTA. That's right beside Chozo Canyon. Astral. Okay, good. Yeah, where's the closest save station? Gathering Hall, I assume.
Probably Gathering Hall.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thermal for Essence is a big deal here.
Yeah.
JhavA a little slow on this, though. Whoa. Oh, no. Oh, I think going Piston Tunnel's a mistake here. This seems like a pretty major mistake here. Because even if you fail the dash back, you can still just climb up the intended way to get out of the lava.
Yeah. It feels kind of slow though, so maybe there is not being familiar enough with that might be a factor here. You do have the nursery save station that is close here too, so in terms of save stations, there's not too big of a difference.
Man, what a race.
Was a race.
So Ridley's dead for both players. So we just have to go to the dentist's office and then fight Mr. Krabs. Yes, it is, bro. It is very much so faster to save warp. Random elevators.
Yeah. The normal elevator wouldn't, or the elevator there wouldn't lead you to the landing site. So it is most likely faster to save warp.
Yeah, JhavA, you want to get those missiles. Okay. Good. Notice how fast Artifact Temple loads. About a second. Normally it takes 7 seconds. That's why if you're playing CGC and or BK waiting outside of Artifact Temple, you want to return the 8 artifacts that you have and then reload the room so that when you get the 9th, it loads faster. I am not going to do a Mr. Krabs impression, no. Bello is superior to me in that regard. Yes, final boss, Mr. Krabs and Squidwards. But first we have to get through the dentist office. The dentist, Jill, and her hygienist, Jack. And the two Metroids here. If you have not been brushing your teeth and flossing, they will eat your soul. So, floss, kids. Otherwise, Jack and Jill will eat your soul.
So,
You think Piston Tunnel might have been faster there, though? Yeah, maybe. There was a lot of boosting straight towards there, and it's less rooms, I guess. We'd have to time it, I think. It feels icky. It definitely feels icky, at least.
I mean,
I agree, bro. JhavA has to have a good fight as well.
without a good dash, it might actually be faster to do the piston tunnel, especially if you don't have gravity and if you fall. It does take quite a while to get through magma pool, so
We do have good beam combos for this fight, so starts with wave. Then we get power. Mr. Krabs runs away. Ice beam, we like that.
start, that's what we like to see. Oh,
I would like to see
Dodging.
Wave Buster used when we can. We have enough missiles, I think, for Wave Buster. At least maybe one phase.
I think we're more likely hoping for just skipping the wave phases entirely with... Oh,
Yeah.
no, there's the power phase gone. Well, I mean, we do still have the super here that we can hopefully shoot in early, then... It's
Okay.
just a single wave charge shot, I guess, I think, or something like that. Not much.
Good. Yeah, they're like right beside each other, which is an advantage for Astral because of the EXO. So it looks close, but it's not as close as we think it is. Like JhavA needs to pull ahead quite significantly.
At least we assume it's not as close as it looks. So Astral still needs to do a good fight. This is the super here, the early one, but gets the ice phase anyway. So Ice Spreader does one shot anyway. Oh, also misses the early, or the second Ice Spreader here. That's good. Give JhavA maybe a few seconds to catch up. I mean, it's the plasma phase, so it's not too bad to not skip it. Gets the early, or it gets the additional shot in here. They are on the same phase though, I believe, at this point. So JhavA should actually be in the lead now. Yeah.
Yeah, JhavA's all in the lead. Yeah. It seems like either. Okay, EXO is random. Okay, good. So because so far they've been exactly the same, like all the same phases it seems. But now finally they're different.
I mean,
oh, the super missile.
I could see at least the RNG for the first three chambers be seeded. Might not be the case, but I could see it. Astral getting power.
So close, actually.
Plasma.
Oh,
missing the super for Astral here again. Wave is not what you want to see.
Ice. Come on. Sync up. Oh my god, come on.
Okay, this should be done fast.
Okay.
Okay. Again, seconds apart. Like. Oh.
All right, now we stand still and wait for Squidward to turn invisible. We'll see. This thermal visor might be a thing. Astral not going for the lineup though. That might make a difference here. When you start this fight, you wanna just stand still. Okay, here comes the thermal phase. Let's see how JhavA does. Astral kind of messing up the cancels there. Okay, not too bad. Just only one extra animation. Good. Good. This is looking good so far.
JhavA is on the combat phase, so has to make it count. If JhavA can get the 3 pull here. The
Electing not to pull cancel. Just attack cancel. Oh my god.
this looks be doable for JhavA. Has X-ray, and this should be the health is reasonable if you find the pool. I don't think this pool will be enough for Astral, so JhavA might have this.
Oh my god. But the next phase is the thermal phase. You guys just cannot get any closer than this.
JhavA needs to finish it on this pool. But gets it.
Oh my god, GG.
GG for JhavA. Literal seconds apart.
Wow.
And
Might actually need to be retimed.
Yeah, race time room does reflect that. There is a 2-second difference noted in there with JhavA coming in at 1 hour 47 minutes 39 seconds, and Astral coming at 1:47 and 41 seconds.
I can't believe it. I think Astral not going for the pool skips there might have been what did it. Wow. What an incredible race. JhavA, hello. Welcome, GG's.
What?
Well, that was something.
Also, hello, Astral. Welcomes, GG's. We don't actually know who won because I think we have to retime it because it was just that close. It might have been that you guys started at different times, but wow, what a race!
Oh my gosh.
Well,
This is what happens when you pin 2 CGC partners against each other. They give you a show.
Oh, it's a tie. Excuse me. Okay,
It is a
so if it's
tie?
within 3 seconds, it's a tie.
Let's go.
Wow.
Probably need of official ruling there from the tournament organization, but
Yeah, because we don't know if this is actually within 3 seconds. Maybe the timer was started at a different time. That happens sometimes at the beginning of races.
But yeah, this is at least in the realm of possible tie. So
Yeah. We'll see how that goes, but oh my goodness, what a race! Like the drama.
So, Astral, did you go when you kind of had most of your items except for plasma? Did you go to Fen or Mines?
I went to Fen.
Okay, that makes sense because I went to Mines and took a death. So I actually felt very ahead, but after that death, I was like, oh, that probably blew it for me. Oh yeah, you had a full Trekker, I'm just seeing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have thermal. So, oh my gosh, this is going to be so fun to watch back because I didn't have thermal for the Essence fight. So I'm guessing you were ahead of me, or behind, like slightly behind me, but caught up at the very end.
Yeah.
I messed up
somewhat.
a bit.
What was that?
I messed up Essence a bit.
Okay.
It definitely was in an interesting race, JhavA. Your analyzation is for the most part pretty good. Because you were with Phase and Extra, you were in quite a considerable lead. That death brought Astral back into the race and in front for the most part, but Astral struggling a bit on OP, not getting that one cycle there because of the lack of missiles, and then towards the end, some slight problems in Excellent Essence probably brought us back to a tie.
So you guys synced up around the time you got to MQA.
Yeah.
And then from then on out, it was like back and forth. Somebody would gain the lead, like for example, JhavA, you missing the Magma Pool Dash, Astral had grapple. Then some minor execution flubs here and there, and then someone else gets an advantage. It was like that till literally the very end.
Where was Gravity? I missed it on my credits.
Was
Control tower.
Control tower?
Control tower, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I went to research. I didn't do any offend. I went to research core and backed out. That was the only thing I didn't offend.
I like hesitated for a second when I went to Fountain for the first time, but I like after getting Space Jump or whatever. I thought about after getting Wave Beam. I thought about doing Magma Pool Dash, and I decided not to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. Like because I had been more comfortable with it in recent practice sessions. I failed it once, as you just heard. Thank God I saved, because luckily I had a lot of E by that point. But yeah, I had to like slowly. I didn't have gravity, so I had to slowly crawl my way back to the starting point, and then I got it on the second try, luckily. But yeah, oh my gosh, I can't wait to watch this back.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things in this race. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. There was like
How about
minor route divergences. There was like routing errors that like somehow didn't cost, and then like a bunch of twists and turns. Like it was kind of an incredible race. There's so much to go over. You were about to say something, JhavA?
Yeah, how about the progression to missile launcher? The game
That was good.
Everything to start.
Yeah.
That was great.
I think the major early game route difference was that Astral went and got Boost Ball pretty much immediately.
Boost Ball? Wow, okay.
Yeah, I went to Mines pretty much when the first elevator that I saw.
But we actually thought that was good because it was a save warp out. There wasn't much left. It was non-logic, but it was okay because you could save warp out. But then it made the logic chain kind of make a lot of sense once we found that spider and wave. But also it allowed Astral to do life growth checks.
Yeah, so
which we thought were important.
What kind of led to that even before that was Astral going for Lava Lake to get that ice beam pretty much on the first first trip into Magmore. Did give Astral an upper edge in the early game routing, definitely, because just having that ice beam around for stuff there way earlier allowed.
But that was the route divergence that then happened.
I
it was after that frigate crash site was the choice by Astral, or JhavA you went more directly towards Chozo.
Yeah, I actually remember thinking that like there was a huge point that could be made, because you could either go, like I literally said as I was going to the lava lake, I said out loud, I honestly hope this is an ice beam, and of course it was, just because I knew the routing would be really dependent on which way you went with that ice beam.
We actually thought, regardless of what the item was, it was probably a mistake to not go to lava lake. Because if you wanted to go back, all you had to do was save warp. So if it was nothing, it was 3 good checks, and then you save warp and then carry on.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like yeah, you said Astral went out or got Ice Beam on the first pass. So
Mhm.
once I found launcher, I just backed out and went to
Hints.
go get hints, and then just like wanted to see if I got anything in that Talon loop, and then I obviously didn't, so I went back through Magmor, found ice, and then went to Chozo from there. Chozo was pretty. I mean, I would say it was fairly loaded. Like it had spiders, supers, and wave.
Yeah.
Plus
It's actually
Phazon.
kind of incredible how, like, even at that point, you guys were pretty synced up. I think the only difference was that Astral got Boost Ball.
Yeah.
And, like, even then, like, you came back, JhavA, I mean, you came back, quotes, because you didn't get the Boost Ball. So even though you missed the Ice Beam early, you were still ahead, technically. But you guys, like, routed it pretty much exactly the same in the end. It's just that you got rewarded with the Mines check rather than going to Fen.
Mhm.
And we also, strangely enough, we also thought that may have not been optimal, but I don't think either of you guys understood why, because I don't think here on our commentary booth where we have the list of elevators in front of us, we could write them down. We figured out that shorelines had to go to Quarry.
Yeah, I figured that out like eventually because I actually didn't know what the free crash site elevator was. So I had essentially cleared out Chozo except for Elder Chamber, Flagra, the Magma Pool checks, and Upper Dynamo. And once I did that, I pretty much knew that what's it called? The free crash site elevator had to go to Mines because Mines couldn't lock itself out because of the artifact, and I had already found every other elevator. So I honestly, the decision not to go to Fen was more of a convenience thing, just because I was right next to that elevator. Like, well, and the quarantine monitor elevator was a little ways away. It just felt more out of the way.
Yeah, we agreed with that. But like, what I wanted to say is, I think both of you didn't realize that had to be a consequence. Like the shorelines had to be Quarry.
I knew that was the case as soon as I entered Fen.
Okay. Because you scanned the elevator and we were like, we thought that meant you didn't know. But like, it didn't matter either way because I think the reason we liked your route because it routed really smoothly into mines. You could get that research core artifact, get the items along the way, and check for Phazon and plasma and all that stuff. We really liked that route from you, Astral.
Yeah. That's why I took the route through Fen because I knew it had shorelines had to connect to Quarry, and I liked that route in my head.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. We liked that. Yeah.
It felt like a really good route. It just didn't have plasma and X-ray on it,
Yeah.
which was the unfortunate thing.
And the crazy thing is, looking back at this race now, considering where Phazon was, if either one of you were comfortable with the magma pool dash, this race would be completely different. Which is like crazy, right? To me, like one little trick could have made such a huge difference. Which is like, it's tempting to think about that.
And
But I think you guys both played well. I think JhavA, especially considering the death, like you played very composed and very well.
Yeah, not finding grapple really cost me a lot of time, other than that death, because so when I went into mines, I didn't have thermal, grapple, gravity. I think those are the only things I didn't. So, or like ended with at the end of the seed. So I got into ore processing.
Yeah.
Actually, successfully did the grapple skip to check storage depot B. Forgot that I didn't oh, that was the big thing. I didn't have boost at the time. So I had to go through what is it, waste processing or whatever it's called, whatever that water room is. So I forgot that I needed to go through that room, so I dropped to the bottom and then couldn't get the grapple skip again. So I had to do the entire puzzle, which definitely made me feel behind until I found plasma and X-ray. Then I immediately felt ahead again. and then I died.
Yeah.
I fell behind again.
I did want to ask Astral. There was one thing that we weren't sure about. Neither me or Alan were particularly sure about this. Maybe you could convince us one way or the other about going back for the thermal visor.
I couldn't tell what visor it was.
Ah,
I only saw what it was a visor, but I couldn't tell which one.
fair enough. Okay, that explains
I
it.
was
that
even
makes
gonna
sense.
ask because I saw the thermal location and I was curious that like why you had it because I feel like that check couldn't have been anything important except for X-ray.
I did the peek when I went to chapel. I did the peek. I saw a visor and I didn't have plasma. Then I thought like, oh man, a visor. But is this X-ray? Is this thermal? I don't know. I will come back if plasma comes like soon enough, I guess. So I pick up plasma like 2 minutes later, and then I hurry back, and then it was just thermal.
Oh, I guess yeah, because that elevator went to Shoreline, so that wasn't
Yep.
that big of a time loss, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just
Yep.
so funny that X-ray was literally in the room next to plasma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
To be fair-
in fact, it was probably both thermal and X-ray were back to back for Astral.
Mhm.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure my essence fight would have been absolute garbage if I didn't have thermal. It was already not the greatest.
It's just one more piece of this puzzle that brought us so close. It's unbelievable.
Practically any of our mess ups could have been the game changer. So
Exactly. Yeah. Like I don't die. Like you don't go back for thermal. Like you might have won. Like it's unbelievable how much
I mean,
like happened just to bring us
Yeah.
within less than
it-
3 seconds.
it obviously depends on the magma pull dash, but JhavA, if you didn't die, you probably would have won with 20 minutes lead or something like that. Feels like, because you were just on the right track up until that there.
Yeah, like that was a killer. I was at least happy that going into Essence, I saw Astral still didn't finish, so I'm like, okay, at least I made it close enough. So I was happy.
Yeah.
I was at least happy with that, but I think I'm okay with that death now, knowing that we provided all of chat and you guys with this incredible finish.
I think I have one final question for you, JhavA. After you died, you elected to go to Fen to get the research core artifact. Was there any reason for that? Rather than going straight to mines
I
anyway?
honestly wasn't. I was so flustered after the death that I was like, I guess I was thinking for some reason that because I had to pick up boost, I didn't want to do the grapple skip again in ore processing.
Hmm.
So I was thinking, okay, why don't I just go through main quarry this time so I don't have to worry about that room? Because it was one of those things where like I just didn't want to be in that room after I had kind of failed that so much and had to spend so much time in there. So I was thinking that after I got research core, I could somehow get to shorelines quickly, but then I realized I'd either have to go through labs or fight Thardis.
Mm-hmm.
And as I
Okay.
had that realization, I was already there. I'm like, well, this is fine. I have to come here anyway. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't really have a great explanation for that.
No, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm not even sure if it's necessarily a bad one, even if you were to go through labs.
Both of them were pretty quick with a save warp anyway. So
Yeah.
it honestly didn't really feel like it mattered.
Wait, was this a 2-second finish? Yes. So TGC, we're not. It was within 2 seconds, but I don't know if you all want to do like double check the VODs to make sure like the timer stopped on the exact correct frames and stuff like that. So I don't know if we're gonna do that, but so far right now, to our info, it is looking like it is a tie. With that said, do you guys have any other final thoughts?
both of us really don't want to play Echoes in CGC, apparently. But yeah,
Well.
GG's. I can't wait to watch.
Oh, that's
this.
right.
It
There was
appears to
some
be.
bet.
If
This was some bet,
if
right?
at all, yeah, the loser gets to play Echoes in CGC.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, wow.
Well, from the time that I see, like, if if not if the things haven't been like 100% correctly timed, then it would look like that I'm the Echoes player.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll
that's
see.
let's be honest. That's
Congrats.
probably the better combo for us anyway.
But yeah, we'll see. I don't think I've seen anything from any of the tournament organizers as to what this is. Chad is telling me the rules doc says 3 seconds is a tie, up to 6 seconds can be requested for reviewed. So I don't know what's going to happen there. But for right now, I think we can tentatively say it's a tie. We'll wait for confirmation from a tournament organizer, but I don't think we'll be able to get that right now. With that being said, I mean, Rylan, do you have any other questions? I don't think I have anything else to add to that.
I think we have spoken about everything that we had there. Although I've seen one in chat that was addressed to you, Drake, to ask maybe Astral. You have that open.
Oh, someone asked in chat, do they know OP skip?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
OP skip.
Yeah, just the out of bounds right before OP to avoid having to, like, if you don't have X-ray, you can still get PCA.
Oh, you knew how to do that? Oh crap. Okay, that's good to know.
I don't think it would have, it didn't end up applying in this race, but if Plasma wasn't, if X-ray was not right beside Plasma, then maybe it would have, but what a crazy race. There's also, but yeah, TGC is selling us Soul Razor with a TOS to address whether a manual timer check is required, but by the rule doc, this qualifies a tie. Okay. So yeah, with that, let me just let the chat know. Okay, so, well, I guess this is a second round match. I might as well ask you guys about this now. So the winner of this match will be playing either Emogenia or Bello. Do you guys have a preference for which one you'd rather face? Or any predictions on that? On that
No
possible
Astral's
match?
answer to this.
Oh,
Well, I faced Bello before. I do kind of want a rematch, but yeah.
okay. So we're cheering for Bello for you then. Okay, so as for the anything other than the match, I don't think so. But we do, for the chat, we do have a match on Wednesday at 6 p.m. between Reed, Whaley, and Ivypaw. So you guys can stay tuned for that in the next match in the Mentor tournament, assuming that you guys don't reschedule your rematch here earlier. We will figure that out. With that, follow the runners. Thank you guys so much. What a great showing. I think you guys both played really well. That was a really incredible race.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I can't wait to watch this back. It's gonna be fun.
It's a really awesome race. With that, I think that is it. Also, follow our tracker. And Rylan, you don't have to follow me if you don't want to. But that's it for us. We will see you guys on Wednesday for the next match in the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament. Thanks for watching. See you next mission. Bye-bye.